Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Wild Chats and happy almost Halloween. This is going to be our Halloween episode. Mara, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. I got my crow, my witch ball, my evil eye. Like I'm ready here.
Okay. We heard Peeps fussing a little bit before we started the show. Do you have any fun Pepita Halloween stories you want to share with everybody before we get going?
When I first adopted Peeps, we used to go every Saturday to different pet stores to volunteer and literally just adopt cats for like have cat adoptions. Not that
Gotcha.
we were adopting cats, but we will do cat adoptions. And
Okay.
so it was every weekend. And in October, while we were in one of the pet stores, they had a pumpkin custom.
Okay.
Now, for those of you who know, her name is Pepita, which means pumpkin seed. So if you're ever gonna buy a pumpkin seed, its name is, the pumpkin seeds are called Pepitas because she thinks she's a pumpkin. Anyway, the point is the cutest picture of her with this pumpkin cap, and she looks miserable, but she was just so adorable.
So that actually leads in perfectly because that's going to be a little about a bit what today is. So we all try to like dress up our pets or do fun stuff for them on certain holidays and stuff, and it just seems like Halloween's the one where we think they look cute and sometimes they look tortured, or we think
They
it's
do.
adorable that this, or and then sometimes they're just really into it also.
But
So that's
also when we adopted her, when I adopted her, she didn't mind getting dressed up. Like she was so used to it. You can tell like they dress her up all the time
okay.
because I put a pajama on with four legs, and she was like, "Okay, pass it through my head," and she didn't mind at all, which was very
Okay.
surprising.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so basically we're gonna run the show like we normally would. We're gonna go through like, we usually have 5, 6, 7 video clips. We talk about it and we kind of go back and forth. And then towards the end, well, not the end of the show, it's actually gonna probably be the back half of the show. We've got a little surprise. We're gonna mix it up. Even Maria doesn't know what it is. So we're gonna do normal show, and then second half of the show is gonna be something a little bit different that we've got for
I'm ready.
yeah, that we've got for Halloween. But I want to start the show off with sometimes, have you ever seen like rats in a maze or hamsters and they kind of, it's like a play area, not like a torture chamber, rats in a maze kind of thing. Well,
Which
somebody decided to get a little creative for Halloween and they created something fun for their pets. And this is what they came up with, which I thought
Beauty.
was pretty detailed and super impressive all at the same time. Look at this. It's got different rooms.
Yeah, it literally looks like a haunted house. Like that's what they're going for.
What is that? A hamster? Or yeah, hamsters and gerbils I always mix up. Pretty sure that's a hamster though.
I think so too. Oh, look how adorable.
Look
You see
at
the
that.
little tuff? Oh my
Look at
gosh.
the mirror. He's got a mirror. He's got upstairs.
And I like how the guy sped it up as we enjoy watching these beautifully designed haunted house
I love how he opens the door. He's just like, paw open.
and pumpkins and everything. How adorable!
It's like a train set. You got to have all the details, or it's just a train going around a track. Like if you don't have the trees and the little guy and the stops and everything, then really, why'd you waste the time?
Did you see the ghost at the end? Ooh, that's too adorable.
I
That
don't know.
really is very adorable.
I don't know how long that took, but I thought that was super impressive.
Hmm.
Oh, and then sometimes it's a tweener because you see somebody, they do something, and I've seen this with Pepita too, where you've put her in outfits for Halloween, and I'm like, I'm torn between is she having fun or is she being tortured? And at the beginning of this, because when I saw this, it reminded me of Pepita, and I wish I would have tried to find the photo. But one year you had like a little like she had like a saddle on her and stuff
We
like
put
that.
it in. I put it as an extra in another video that we
Okay.
have because we talked about it several episodes ago. So if you guys stroll through
Patreon.
Patreon, you
Yeah.
will see the picture of her in earlier episodes.
Okay. All right. So when I saw this, that's exactly what I thought it was, that photo. And at first, I didn't feel like this dog was having a good time, and then he just really gets into it. That's like bull riding. That's perfect. Got to have some tree outings.
I think that dog is having a blast. And look at this cutie.
Oh.
Whomever designed that costume, kudos. Really kudos, because honestly, I don't, if the dogs are accustomed to a jacket, which I sometimes put on Pepita if it's cold outside,
Yeah.
then I will put a jacket on. So if they're used to a jacket, and that didn't seem to be very thick, and in October or November, it's colder weather in most of the northern hemisphere, then it's really not that big of a deal.
Well, see, that's the one thing I always noticed when I was younger, and it basically just kept proving itself as I got older. And even when I went to different areas, like I grew up in Los Angeles, most people know, and then I moved to Colorado to go to university for a while. And it seems like that week of Halloween is always the week it gets cold. Like
Yes.
it's almost inevitably
Snows.
that's the first snow is that week. Even in California, that's when you could just like it was like a 10-degree drop in temperature. So you kind of plan your costume the week or two before Halloween if you're a pre-planner. But then by the time Halloween gets there, you're like, what was I thinking? I'm freezing my butt off.
Yeah, I agree. And in Michigan, it was for sure either going to rain, snow, not just snow, but like rain, snow, like nasty,
Yeah, the
or
whole
just,
mix.
yeah, or just freezing cold. Like I don't remember a Halloween in Michigan in the 17 years I lived there that was actually beautiful. The day after or the day before were perfect fall weather, but not that day. It was very peculiar.
Now, was it your experience when I was in Colorado? I don't know what it was, but there's people that either A, I knew had grown up in Colorado, or B, just by their plates or the age of their car, whatever it was. Because, you know, when you get each year, you get a new sticker for registration. So it like piles up on your license plate. So you can tell
Mhm.
like that car has been registered umpteen times. I would see those cars, which would be people that clearly had lived in Colorado for a decade. Seems like the first ice on the road, everybody forgot how to drive. It's like you clearly grew up here. How is it that you have not figured out how to drive on ice, or at least know to be careful?
Unless
And
it was grandpa's car they borrowed.
maybe, but it was every year, and it was multiple cars. And I was in a smaller college town, so clearly a lot of people came there to go to university. I gave all those people a break, but I'm looking at these certain cars and people, or people I know that grew up there, that tell me stories like, oh yeah, I was sliding all over the place today, and it's just like, oh, I went up a curb, oh, I almost hit a tree, oh, and you're like, how do you not know how to do this by now?
Yeah, almost every winter. Like almost every winter for me in not almost every winter, but very often in the winter time, especially February when it starts getting icy.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I usually slide. Like there was always, because I lived in a rural area, so there's no always pile up, and we were the last ones to get a clear out from the snow, and it was always, as soon as the sun starts coming out, then it turns into ice. It was a mess. Like every winter when I moved to that particular area, for sure I will slide.
Yeah, like I guess in Colorado it was always the first snow. It was the first ice, and then people learned. But that first day where there was ice on the road, man, people were all over. Like you couldn't walk for more than 4 minutes without watching a car slide somewhere. And it's not like it was a major road I'm walking down. It's like 4 lanes, like side of the university kind of thing. And I'm just like, how have you guys not figured this out by now? All right, we are going to keep on keeping on, guys. And Maria, would you do this if you had? We've noticed that people with the poodles and stuff like to give them creative haircuts. Seems to be the breed that people get most creative with. I saw a Grinch poodle once. Somebody like cut it and dyed its hair and everything to make it look like the Grinch. Yes, yes. So in this one, someone went full skeleton. I'm assuming the dog's white and they somehow like dyed its skin on the parts that aren't shaved. This is like a reverse dye job, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I bet you the poodle is most likely white. They're more likely white. It's easier to stain a white dog than it is to stain a dark dog white. unless you spray paint them. But the yeah, that is adorable. Now there are paints that are will not irritate their skins,
Yeah.
but the thing is, you do have to be careful because even if the thing says does not irritate, it could irritate, especially near sensitive areas.
Mm-hmm.
So I would never do it, but I find that to be very adorable. I wouldn't do it to my dog, although I shall confess, when I will study and Pepita will sit on my lap a lot and I will grab, and this is really bad, but I will not get into her skin. It was just the hair. I will grab a Sharpie and just do like little lines and just decorate over the, not touching the skin, just touching the hair and just create decoration.
So some people when they're sitting in class doodle on their notebook while they're kind of just doing their thing. You doodled on Pepita while you were studying. Basically, is how that worked out.
Yeah, and it was adorable because after you brush her a couple of times, it fell off, of course, because you're not staining her skin. But it was just hilarious. Because then I will take her for a walk, and people will be like, "Okay."
So I'm not going to say much about this next video clip on the lead-in. I want Maria to watch it, and then I want to see some of her forensic skills. We all know that Maria loves to break down the videos as far as was this manipulated or reversed or faked or real. It took a little while for this next clip to kind of register in my brain what was even going on when I first saw it the first time. So I'm gonna let Maria have some fun with this, and let's hear her thoughts on it after she gets to see it.
That is pretty cool. Yeah, that definitely. Can I start now?
Yeah, of course.
That's definitely fake. It's a beautiful. They did the leaves, and you can tell it's also on a loop.
Yes.
Yeah, it definitely is not real at all, but it is beautifully done.
At first, I thought it was real, and then I realized like at first, but I mean like a second and a half. Because the full flapping and the bird, even the one on the post, has its wings moving, and then you've got the leaves flowing through. And I was not thinking like holiday scene when I first saw this. And then, yeah, clearly after you watch it for a few extra seconds, but I don't know how much time that took, but it's dang impressive.
It is beautifully done. I mean, they even put a little bit of color variation. The scary part that you don't notice because you're concentrated on the birds flapping is the girl there in the background.
Ah, there you go.
And there is a ghost on the window.
Ah, there we go. I was gonna see how long it took you to kind of pick into the, because that's exactly what happened to me. I'm like, oh, birds flapping, leaves going across. Oh, wait, that's creepy. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, and the more you look at it, it almost starts getting creepier because then you wonder if between where the girl's standing and the house, if those are tombs or if those are
So now that we've pointed
chairs.
it out, we'll let everybody watch the loop's only like 2.5 seconds, I think, but yeah.
Yeah, it is fascinating how they did that.
I love the sun through the trees, even like the amount of detail.
Yeah,
Amazing. I still think the which one do you think's better, that or the hamster house?
well, the hamster is real.
Yes, but the house is
And
fake.
it is. Yeah, but the person who did it took their mighty time adding details to it, which I think is very adorable. So to me, if I were to rate videos, I would go with the hamster first. So that will be my first, second, third.
Okay. So sometimes sometimes you could torment your animals without even actually having to do anything. Like you could just
by breathing.
Just put them in a scene or a scenario and watch them go. Like you just get to sit back on the couch, cross your arms, and just watch the mayhem unfurl. And I think that might have been exactly what, clearly because they already had the camera out, but I think this is exactly what some of these owners were thinking when they decided to set this up for some of their animals. Fred, is that you? Fred, we lost you 3 years ago. Where have you been?
Yeah, that's very cute in a weird way. I actually got a crow and a fish, and Pepita was sniffing them for the longest time, wondering what that was. And I almost bought a dog too, but I knew she would be very irritated by it. So I didn't do it just because I didn't want to torture Pepita. Because I want to put it on the door, just facing the window as if she was looking, because she does that. The doors have glass on the sides.
Yes.
So I wanted to put the fake bone dog looking at the window, and then I thought, oh no, that would just, you're taking Pepita's spot.
It's just the creepy thing to me almost is that it's also a Dachshund skeleton. It's like the same breed of dog that they are. Of all the skeletons you could have got, I just thought that part was like, And then it can't just be dogs. It's it's easy to torment dogs sometimes. They're a little active. They're a little curious, but it works with cats too. Works with cats also.
Look at him. 3.
Oh, paws up.
He's like, that cat is it's king. It's not moving. It's king.
I love that.
Oh gosh.
It turns on.
And now we've got a problem.
I'm looking at you, kid. Now I'm looking at you, kid. What do you want?
Look at him. Like, he put him in their place. Like, we're not messing with these things.
I'm out of here. Forget that.
That is awesome.
Oh,
I feel bad because, like, oh, it's awesome. But I don't mean awesome as in torturing the animal. The animals are fine.
Yes.
And after a minute, they'll be accustomed to it because they know they're not going to be attacked by it.
Yes,
so eventually, they'll lose interest and it will be okay.
Yes. Exactly my lead into those 2 clips. Like, you're tormenting them, but not. And you've got a camera and you know it's going to be funny, but you're not traumatizing them. But yeah, exactly. I have no words for this next one.
Okay.
I have absolutely no words for this next one. So I'm just going to get your thoughts. Because it's something. I don't know what it is.
I'm concerned of.
What is this? Is this a real toilet? Is this what's wrong with this poor dog? Why does it have toilet paper in its mouth? I'm so confused.
Yeah, the critter, he's like, okay, I'm just sitting here. And that looks like a toilet for like a children's toilet almost.
I just don't know what this scene that at first I was a little concerned because the dog was shaking, but it can move if it wants to, but it's not.
No, I think it's just being in balance. I think the shaking comes more from just holding its balance than it is anything else.
Okay. But yeah, I didn't know what to do with this.
I didn't know what to do with this.
I just didn't like there's no lead in for that clip because it's like, can your dog use the No, is your dog scared? Does your dog use dollhouses? I had no lead in or words because I didn't.
And the thing is, I'm trying to break the video down. Like, okay, is this a real toilet? Well, if you look at the ground, that grout is disgusting, which means it has to be a real toilet.
Exactly. So that dog must be bigger than we think.
Unless it's a baby toilet. It could be a child's toilet.
A permanent baby child's toilet. You must be having a lot of kids if you have a permanent baby child toilet grouted to the ground like that.
Well, if you have a daycare.
Okay.
If you have a daycare, because you can clearly see they have the stuff to use it.
They got a little toilet tool on the side. The toilet tool looks really tiny on the side also. So would you get a small one of those to go with your set?
Well, yeah. I mean, you can buy something that small at the dollar store.
Okay. All right.
And it has a Hello Kitty in it. So I'm assuming it is. Here I am making things up. What do I know? But if I were to break it down, I'll be like, okay, that is either a daycare or a place where they have family toilets, like at the mall. They may have family toilets, and that would be it. But then why would you have the floor mat, and why would you have this?
Yeah.
Which to me, then it has to be a personal access to it, not a public access. So.
Yeah.
That's my take.
Okay, Mar. We're going to have a little fun now. We are going to have a costume contest. And you are going to be the judge.
Okay. Are you going to dress up?
No. We're going to pair up clips. You're going to tell me which clip is better than the other clip, just kind of like we did with the guinea pig scene and the crows. You pick which one you like the best, and we're going to do it kind of like Final Four basketball style. So single elimination, brackets, we're going to move them down and move them down.
Do I need to write it down?
No. You're going to pick it, and then I'll put the next two up. Once you pick it, I'll delete the losers, and then we'll just keep the bracket going. So I've got 8 that involve dogs. And then the winner of the dog category will then compete against the other 8 I have that are not dogs. So we're going to do one bracket of dogs, hold the winner. We're going to do a bracket of non-dogs, hold the winner. And then those 2 winners are going to face off.
They'll battle.
Who the best animal Halloween scene/costume.
So this is a face-off.
Kind of, sort of. But it's just a fun way to get a whole bunch of cool clips in about animals and costumes and stuff. And do it in an entertaining way.
Let's do this.
Because I wanted to make sure you didn't see them. And if I preload like 20 videos, I can never find them at the bottom. So I'm going to keep looking off camera, guys, because I'm going to have to look and kind of load one by one. So if I look distracted, just ignore me and just look at Maria and her face. And then I want everybody out there to kind of in your mind, because every time I watch like America's Funniest Home Videos, I think inevitably the thought that goes through my brain is, who picked these finalists? Because those clips weren't even funny. It was the other 3 clips that were funny. I never understand why they pick what they pick. I still think the show's rigged, but no, I'm just kidding. So you guys can do that in the audience also. Unfortunately, we're not doing this live. Next year, we will live stream this, and we will kind of figure out a way to let everybody vote. But this year, we don't quite have that capability yet. So it's going to be Maria being the judge, but you guys can...
and you can judge me all you want.
Exactly. You guys can yell at the screen or have whatever comments you like, just like we do in the quiz section of the Animal Facts videos. This is kind of your opportunity to be involved, even though we can't hear you. So
shout really loud.
Yeah, that'll make the
difference. My crystal ball.
If someone doesn't understand you, talk louder. Yeah, that doesn't work ever.
Not at all.
All right, so we are going to start off with dog costume contest. They're numbered properly. All right, this is going to be contestant number 1. We have nurse dog costume. Nurse dog costume going through supermarket with adorable glasses is contestant number 1. Yes. All right. And for contestant number 2, we are going to have dog with giraffe costume. Walking around the yard. Yes.
For me, the winner is 1.
1. Okay, Maria is going to go with 1. I'm going to give everybody else a look at it again. Maybe you guys have a chart at home if you got one going. I want to make sure you guys have an opportunity. So number 1, adorable dog costume, nurse style, walking through the market. And number 2,
cute.
2 again, was Dachshund with giraffe head. Yes, Flopsy. We call him Flopsy.
Duck and Flapsy.
All right. So for the contest, we are going to move on to the second bracket. The second bracket is going to be a competition between Dorothy and Yes, with the wind blowing through the Cowardly Lion. I don't know if that's supposed to be Toto or Cowardly Lion.
No, I thought Toto, but it has to be the Cowardly Lion. I mean, that's just the mane. It's too perfect.
Yeah, but it's got the bow. Okay, or
well, in some of the things about the Cowardly Lion, I thought he had like a. Why did I think he had a bow? Maybe they just implanted it in my memory.
Okay.
With that adorable costume.
And our next contestant in this bracket is going to be Everybody loves Christmas presents. These doggies come dressed up and with presents. Yes. Maria, are you choosing Dorothy and Toto or package delivery doggies?
This one is actually harder.
Okay, okay.
Because I gotta say I'm a little biased. And the reason I'm biased is I'm not biased about the custom itself. I am biased about the reaction. So the way the pardon?
So we're going cutest clip, not cutest costume. We are going to do it by clip. So all elements matter.
I understand. That's why I'm having a hard. So I'm breaking down my decision of why I am going with one or the other.
Okay.
So on this clip you have right here, the way the puppies are looking and interacting is just very adorable. Like the way he licks his snout, like if you see it right around here. It's not letting me play it, but the way is licking its snout is very cute.
Okay.
I don't know if you were able to see it or not.
No, it's kind of frozen, so you're going to have to just...
It doesn't matter. The puppy licks his snout, and that is too adorable. The one on the right.
Okay. All right.
And they just look like, what's going on? Like, hi, can we walk in?
Just walking in the house.
So to me, that was very adorable. Shall we watch Toto again?
We've got Toto.
They just look kind of bored. I'm going to have to go with delivery people.
Delivery people. Maria's going with delivery.
Yeah, delivery people.
Okay, okay. For our next two contestants.
Oh, you did it too precious, man.
We have, let's see, all right. Next two contestants are going to be dog versus mechanical toy that he then tries to stab with whatever that is in his outfit hand. I think he's supposed to be Chucky.
He's Chucky.
Yep.
That's so adorable. Like, to me, that's even worse now. Chucky, you're in my wow.
Now the next one isn't as active, but I might argue that it's even more adorable. Not as active. I mean, there's a lot of activity. That's probably the most active clip we've seen. Like,
just that arm.
Toy trying to, yes, chop it up. But since it was also adorable, I wanted to put two adorable ones together. So our next contestant that it'll be between this clip we just showed and...
He's killing us with adorableness.
And ghost ears. Ghost ears. What? Did you say something?
What? I just love how he has his ear down and how this very, oh my gosh. Again, this is a tough one.
You
like
thought
the first one?
You thought you're like, I'm picking Chucky. I don't care what the next clip is. I have to pick Chucky.
You know what's the unfortunate thing is I laughed so hard with Chucky that he won my heart. But this guy's face is so adorable. And he just has one of those, like,
exactly. Jizz?
Where's my treat? Hello? Oh, shoes. Adorable eye-melting eyes and adorable snout, or Chucky. Oh.
He pulls back and barks at it and then paws at it a little bit too.
I'm going to have to go clip as an overall Chucky.
Okay.
It's just an overall. I mean, I'm trying to pick from 5 categories I'm breaking down. I'm trying to pick the most, not just the first impact. But me laughing at it so much also weighs in.
Okay. All right. Our final category. Again, this is going to be more of a Halloween scene than a Halloween costume. But I needed 8s to make everything round out for the brackets. But again, it was adorable. This was going to be pre... competition because they're very similar clips, but which one of these two animals and pumpkins clips would you choose?
Oh.
Yes. We've got rabbits. We've got gerbils. What is that? Is that a gerbil or a really tiny capybara?
No, that would be a guinea pig.
Yes, yes. And they're
It's
snacking too
adorable.
while they're waiting.
And the
That is
puppy
contestant number 1. Contestant number 2 in our pumpkin contest would be this guy. Hello, I'm a puppy.
I just love how he's eating the pumpkin.
Well, so was the gerbil or the guinea pig.
Yeah, but these guys like going at it and falling
And then he wrestles it. Yes, I like that. The versus wrestle at the end and then a little fail to go with it. That was nice. That was nice.
Actually, I'm gonna give it to clip number 1.
Number
the
1.
family of 3. And reason being is I am very impressed with how they managed to stay within the pumpkin, and they're still biting it and enjoying it, like you can tell, but the puppy is very friendly to them. And I think this took more work and better composition and team effort than a puppy stuff in a pumpkin, which is very adorable. Don't take it away. And I'm not taking away the cuteness.
And you failed writing the pumpkin, and you also failed in our competition, sir. You are out.
So in this case, just because the owners took the time and the critters took the time, I'm gonna have to give it to these.
All right. So we are going to work back through our brackets now that we have the first round done. So now that means in our second round, we've got Nurse Puppy going through supermarkets versus package delivery puppies.
Okay, so between those two, oh my god, it's just at the end of the clip. I'm gonna go with Nurse Puppy.
Nurse Puppy is the winner of this side by side. And for our next bracket, we have.
This is getting tougher, guys.
Chucky versus
Chucky, the massacre puppy.
Pumpkin animals.
Oh man, I almost feel that because of what I said about the beautiful work and the composition and the time they took, that this should be the winner. But honestly, just the emotion, the emotion that this one elicits.
Yes.
Even though it's very simple and the dog is just being a dog, just like the other dog with the pumpkin was being just a dog with the pumpkin. This one causes more emotion to me. Like this one actually.
The knife. Like he knows how to use the costume because he's just pouncing so the knife will hit it. Like that's more than just I'm being a dog. That's pretty smart.
I don't know. I think the arm moves itself because he's heavier, but still, it's just the whole concept is extremely adorable.
Okay.
And yeah, so I'm gonna go with that one.
Okay. All right. So that means
Chucky and Duck.
Our runoff is gonna be Cute Nurse in the store versus Chucky
Healer
Dog.
versus Killer.
Healer versus Killer. There you go. Maria should start promoting WFC like fight promotion. She's got the great names. Healer versus Killer.
Yeah, actually sounds pretty cool. Horrible, of course, because oh man. I need the public to help me out with this.
We don't have a live chat going, unfortunately, Marmar.
I know.
We're still in the early days, so we don't have the audience to help you at this exact moment.
Oh man. Nursey versus Chucky. Sounds awful, but it is Halloween. So this is how the decision is gonna have to be made. So if you cannot make a decision quickly, then you have to do a Venn diagram. And in my Venn diagram, because
how'd you have time to do a Venn diagram?
Believe me, pros and cons. Once you do it all the time, you get better at it. Okay. So I made my final decision.
Okay.
Chucky.
Chucky is the winner of the dog side of the bracket, everybody. So we will remember Chucky when we come back around. If I forget, Chucky is 3A. Everybody, please remind me.
3A.
3A will be Chucky.
So here's the breakdown for those of you who may be fighting me on why Chucky won.
Defend your choice.
I am defending my choice, and it's very logical. So it's not necessarily emotional. So at first I chose emotional, then I kind of end up with logical.
Okay.
Since I didn't know how else to choose, and I didn't want to choose by random. So I decided to go with Chucky because it is Halloween. Okay. Chucky is known as a scary, scary, scary toy, or for Halloween that gets possessed and things like that. So what better and horrible way to talk about Halloween than to choose something that is very Halloween-esque. So we talk about the history of Halloween and things like that. They used to dress up so the ghouls and the bad spirits would confuse them, so they wouldn't take the purity of a child. So I'm going with that based on history.
Okay. So now, everybody, we have the non-dog side of the bracket. Same game, same situation. We've got 8 clips. We're going to keep narrowing them down category by category, and then we're going to take the winner of this non-dog side versus Chucky Dog and see who the ultimate Halloween clip winner is here on Wild Chats.
I love this. This is a lot of fun, by the way.
Our first one is actually going to be the same cat. I just couldn't decide which outfit of this cat I liked better, because it actually does this whole like runway fashion show, and it does like 5 or 6 outfits. So I picked my favorite 2.
Too sexy for my cat.
So we're going to be narrowing it down between the same cat's outfit, essentially. Let me move on over here.
So see what collection we're going to buy.
Okay. Okay, we can do it that way. So first, Guitar Hero Cat. That's what I'm calling this. Guitar Hero Cat. He's got a swagger to him. He's playing the rock star. He's playing the rock star. And the competing costume is going to be Geisha Cat. Yes, Geisha Cat.
Oh, man.
Or Guitar Cat. That was the other costume was Sheriff Cat, but I didn't like it as much as Guitar Cat. So
yeah, I figured the Guitar Cat.
That's right, unfortunately. Yeah, that's
It's okay, but it's just look at that swagger.
Yes, but look at that elegant grace with the tassels.
With the tails.
Grace.
And the tail is perfectly in the middle of the
yes.
Of the empire. This is like he's an empire, like the wow.
That is
the elegance of the cherry blossoms. Okay, so I'm gonna have to make a decision, and I am gonna tell you which one it is immediately. But before, I'm gonna tell you why I chose it.
Okay.
I have to say the swagger.
Okay.
The swagger and the glasses got me.
Okay. Seems fair.
So I'm going to go with Guitar Hero.
Okay, we're going with Guitar Hero Cat on this one. Next.
Willie Nelson. We're going to call him Willie Nelson.
We've got the biggest contestants in our Halloween contest clips going. So we move on to the extra large side of animals, especially if we're comparing them to dogs and cats. And our first contestant in this bracket is going to be the Harry Potter alpaca. Yes, the running Harry Potter alpaca. Or its competition.
Or the what?
Going to be, and there's a
can't be the only one who.
Okay. It's going to be Enzo the Ghost. No, not Enzo the Ghost. Enzo the Ghost horse.
So was he named after Enzo Ferrari?
Because I don't know. He a horse? Fast. I mean, horses got some speed to them. So we've got Enzo the Ghost Horse or the Harry Potter alpaca.
No, the Harry Potter alpaca. Harry Potter.
That you're going Harry Potter alpaca on that one.
No, actually, I actually like the horse better.
Okay, Enzo the Ghost Horse is going to win this category. Okay.
I know the Harry Potter alpaca looks really fun, but I just thought the workmanship of this ghost is impeccable.
And
The
the presentation.
stitching and the touch of the glasses.
Okay.
So I gotta say, they put attention to detail. So this horse is very skilled in the art of machine sewing. So we're
Okay.
gonna call Ghost Ferrari.
All right. Now,
Ghost Ferrari.
the next one. We've got. Well, I'm just going to let the clip speak for itself.
I
I'm
should
a
have
cat.
waited.
I'm a rabbit. I'm a cat. I'm a rabbit.
He's so adorable. He's like, I really don't care, man. I really don't care. This is too cute. And now I'm like, look at my tail.
Now, its competition clip needs to get like an extra half a point. Because unfortunately, I could not actually find a video of this. But the costume was so impressive that I couldn't not include it.
Okay.
And the unfortunate part is we're judging on the entire clip itself. So obviously, this being a photo is going to be at a distinct disadvantage.
No, but I'll take that into account when I do when my team and I get together and make the very important decision of who is going to win. We'll take all that into account. It's okay.
So sometimes, you know, there've been war animals in the past that we've talked about, war elephants and stuff like this. Well, sometimes you got to take whatever you got around, and then you got to make the most of the situation. And sometimes you get armor-clad gerbils.
Medieval pig. The guinea pig. Wow.
So creative, I could not include it.
I gotta say, I'm very impressed with the craftsmanship.
Yes.
Like, that definitely doesn't matter if it's not moving. The image itself is very impressive.
So we've got, but that guy, he actually looks like a rabbit. I mean, I don't know how they pulled that off, but like the ears blend in and everything.
And it's a real carrot, by the way.
I wouldn't want to mess with that guy. What was that, Mar?
It looks like a real carrot.
Oh, like, it is a real carrot.
Mind. It's a real carrot.
Yes. Oh, they went all out.
And it's a heavy carrot, and he doesn't care.
And he just wags his tail.
Man, like that look is, I'm biased. Look at that.
What is?
He don't care. He don't care. He don't care. That one or the armor? Oh, man. And I do like guinea pigs. But I even if you leave that static.
Yes.
Even if you leave the cat static. So we can even just leave the cat static and be okay knowing that that's adorable, or the
okay, good point.
Or the fowl, the guinea pig. Oh, this is a tough one because I gotta give it to the person who made that costume.
Yes.
And I judge the alpaca and the horse by their costume and creativity.
No, you can each window's its own thing, Mar. You don't have to go past your previous whatever.
Good point. I'm overanalyzing.
Grouping, because then whoever wins this has got to go up against someone else. So they might not even survive the next round. So don't spend too much time on it. What's your gut tell you?
My gut tells me the cat.
The cat it's going to be, Maria. It's going to be the cat.
It's going to be the cat.
All right. Flopsy. Flopsy wins that one. We got
Flopsy wins that one.
Everybody Flopsy today, guys, apparently. Everyone's Flopsy.
Yeah.
All right.
You use Flopsy a lot. It's hilarious.
I do. Fred and Flopsy. Those are the two I like the most. All right. The next two are bringing up the rear.
Look at that face. Come on.
So our next two. This is going to be candidate number 1.
Flopsy.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Look at that.
Skeleton turtle.
What do you call it?
A skeleton turtle.
Skeleton Night Before Christmas, yes.
Or
no, that's Corpse Bride. I take that back. Or see Night Before Christmas.
Or not as cool as our first clip of the entire show, everybody, because that wouldn't have been fair. That clip was absolutely amazing. But we've got mouse holiday scene.
Aww.
Mouse holiday scene versus skeleton turtle.
Like going really fast with just my gut, because I'm glad you added that part of my overthinking. Oh, I love mice. They're so adorable. Oh, these are gerbils.
My fault. My fault. I don't know the rodents. I can't differentiate them very well.
It's okay. Not an expert either. I'm actually gonna go with the turtle.
The turtle. Okay.
Just because the crochet, gosh, that's very well done.
Okay.
And they're
All
both
right.
doing their own thing. Like, it's not like they're performing or anything. They're all doing their own thing. So
So we're gonna come bring it back around, guys. We finished round 1, so round 2 is gonna be Guitar Hero Cat with the swagger versus Enzo the Ghost Horse. Enzo the Ghost Horse.
ah, man. That's a hard one. Swagger versus, I was trying to come up with something really cool, but
Swagger versus Calm Cool. There we go. There we go.
Swagger versus Calm Cool. Okay. I will have to go with Horse Cool. Like, we're gonna go with that.
All right. My phone won't go silent. I apologize to everybody. Whatever that is, not that important. Let's see.
You know, you can actually push a button
I tried to push like 8 buttons and none of them worked.
and you can flip your phone. Yeah, you know how to use your phone.
I flipped it and that wouldn't turn it off. That was the first thing I did was flip it and it kept ringing.
It's okay. It's trying to bring enlightenment to our decision making.
Right. Okay. So
We're gonna
do we
go
have
with
a
that.
decision, Mar?
Pardon?
Do we have a decision? Sorry, I was distracted by the phone.
That's fine. We're gonna go with Horse Rider.
Okay. Enzo the Ghost Horse is going to be the winner of this one now. It is between Rabbit Cat or Skeleton Turtle.
Rabbit Cat.
Rabbit Cat it is. Which means, everybody, it is now down to Enzo the Ghost Horse versus Rabbit Cat.
It sounds like the cat has rabies.
Rabbit Cat. Yes, exactly. It is. It's Rabbit Cat.
I'm gonna go with Rabbit Cat with Flopsy.
Okay, Rabbit Cat is the winner of this side of the bracket, everybody. But so we can round it out and make it fair, Rabbit Cat, of course, does have to compete with
Chucky.
Chucky.
Oh man, Cool Cat to Hot Dog.
These are our finalists.
Cool Cat and Hot Dog. And I say hot dog because he just looks like he's going hot at it. Oh man. That
Two different
face
energies.
is just killing me. People. This is hard because I love both.
That's the point.
I'm just so impressed with the cat, the coolness of the cat, and he doesn't care that he has something heavy on top, and he's just going at it, and then his tail kind of attracts him. So I'm gonna have to choose Cool Cat.
Oh, sorry, Chucky. Today is not your day for the competition.
So basically what I did is I chose Halloween versus Easter.
Kind of, sort of. Kind of, sort of.
Kind of what I just did.
Kind of, sort of. All right,
fair.
everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed our first, maybe we'll make it an annual, Halloween costume competition of Halloween costumed animal clips versus one another. Let us know, guys, if you agree with Maria or which of the clips you would have picked as your favorite. And as always, guys, if you have not clicked the subscribe button, please do so. We really appreciate it. It helps us get our content out to more people. And also, if you click the bell icon, you'll get notifications when our new videos come out. As always, guys, check out the animal facts videos. I think you guys will enjoy those a ton. And if you're loving the content and just not having an animal day, you guys can jump on over to Undiscovered Worlds, where we're doing the same style fact videos. It's just everything's non-animal. So we've got a ghost video coming up for Halloween over there. That'll be fun. So it's a bunch of ghost facts. And then we're also going to do a Halloween video in general. So it'll be more about Halloween traditions and things like that over there. So if you're in the Halloween spirit, definitely go check those two out. And as always, guys, go to the community tab on YouTube or the free Patreon section for the community posts. And we will start the thread about what your favorite costume was over there. And then you guys can debate it out in those conversation areas. And we're going to jump on over to the after show and we can talk about Maria's thought process. Maybe she would have changed her mind on a couple of them, or if this clip was versus that clip, she might have had a harder time between them. So we're going to do the full episode behind the scene breakdown on the backstage show, which is going to be over on Patreon for the subscribers. And we'll see you guys next time. I hope you guys had a blast. I know we did. Thank you so much.
Thank you.